Alright, so this weekend we got 3 new releases. I already have a review out for the Bad Boys Ride or Die for the Watchers, and right now I'm going to rank Hitman. Alright, so Hitman is a Richard Linklater movie starring Glen Powell. It got a lot of buzz out of film festivals last year, and so people said that they loved it. The early screenings this year, people said that they loved it. I think it's got like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes last time I checked, so people are loving this movie. I got really excited to check it out last night. Last night I technically did a triple feature because I went to the movies back to back, and then I saw this movie late at night at like 11 o'clock, and so this was the movie that I was most excited to check out of all 3 of those movies. Was it worth the hype? I'm gonna give you my review here, but before I get started, please make sure to subscribe and like button, hit the bell so you never miss another video, and comment down below, do you think Richard Linklater's Hitman lives up to the hype? I want to know all that and more. And with that said, I think that this is a good movie. Does it live up to the hype though? No. I don't think that it lives up to the hype. I mean, people were saying that this movie makes challengers. I don't remember exactly how it was quoted, but somebody on Twitter said that it makes challengers look like a kid's show, I think. And like, I haven't seen Challengers yet, but I doubt that. I mean, this movie's good, but I don't get the hype. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. The best thing about this movie is that it's able to blend 3 genres. First up, we got like the comedy, the nice fun comedy about the guy catching crooks as the hitman. As the fake hitman, rather. And that was fun. And then we get to the romance aspect of things, which is a good romance. I don't think it dragged things down. It wasn't as interesting as the other 2 parts in it, but it has a romance. And then in the end, we get like a murder investigation. We get the whole plot kicking in. And that's where the movie really shines for me, is in that last 40 minutes of the movie that I think are just really, really fun and enjoyable. Glen Powell is absolutely incredible in this movie. Obviously, this is the summer of Glen Powell. Glen Powell is a rising star in the industry, and I think he was really, really good in this movie. And he has chemistry with everybody on screen. Everybody in this movie is pretty good. There's a scene in the end where him and his girlfriend are they have to use the notes app while also working it out with each other because the cops are listening. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I feel like that is a really good scene. That was a really great scene, and there's stuff like that in the final 40 minutes that are just really fun as we're having a murder investigation. They get to actually really act in that last 40 minutes. Not that they weren't acting earlier, but they have so many fun scenes and have a chance to truly shine in those roles. And so I think that the last 40 minutes is where that can all really shine as where the movie's going to end up being really unique. And again, the cast is a huge thing as well. Specifically Glen Powell, I think he is great. The movie also is really watchable. Like, this was a movie that throughout the entire movie I was like, wait, where's the hype? But I was never bored. There wasn't a single boring scene. Again, people have charisma. There's not really action sequences, but there's some intriguing sequences that can always pull you in. And so it's only an hour and 55 minutes, and it's pretty entertaining, and it kind of flies by. There's not a single draggy part. I don't feel like there's parts that could have been taken out, because it's just an hour and 55 minute movie, kind of a breeze. Felt like 90 minutes, and I don't think there's a single movie I have said in quite a long time, or if ever, that has ever been a 2-hour movie that felt like 90 minutes. That is a huge compliment, especially coming from I was pretty tired and I decided to watch this movie at 11 at night. The fact that it really zoomed by really surprised me. I was not getting tired whatsoever throughout this entire movie because it's paced really well. It doesn't have draggy parts, so it flows really nicely as just a movie just to turn on and have fun with. And so I do think it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's a watchable movie, and that's exactly what movies are supposed to be, are entertaining. But why do people say that this is one of their favorite movies of the year? I don't get it. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like it deserves that title. I never truly at any point in the movie was like, oh, this part is top 5 material. This part is gonna be my top 5 of the year. Not a single time. I felt like it was a good movie. I don't think the movie's bad at all. I just don't know why people are hyping it up so much. I don't get it. And is that bad? Probably not, because everybody has their own opinion, but I just don't know why. I can't figure it out. And all the criticisms that I've heard have been the exact same as mine. It's a genre blender. It's fun. It's entertaining. The cast is great. There are fun sequences. But, like, yeah, that makes for a good movie, but I don't even think it fully comes around as great. It's just an entertaining movie. That's what movies are meant to be. I don't understand the hype behind this one. I did have one huge problem. It was kind of mixed when I first watched the movie, but then a couple hours thinking about it, it didn't really grow on me. Like, it really didn't. There will be spoilers here, so if you have not seen the movie, I would recommend either turning the video off now or skipping just a couple minutes, because there will be spoilers here for the ending. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And I didn't like the ending. It felt kind of like Lisa Frankenstein, how the movie, we were following this character and she does something so bad that it just feels like we can't root for her. And this one, when he kills that cop, it just felt uncharismatic, not uncharismatic, but out of character. It didn't feel like Glenn Powell's character would do that. It just felt kind of odd, like, oh, okay, we actually went there, and it kind of made us, like, not root for him anymore. Like, yeah, you just killed a cop, buddy. I don't care if he was a dick. You just killed a cop. And now we're supposed to root for you? Same thing like Lisa Frankenstein, where she kills her mother, where we're rooting for her. The mother is a complete asshole. But why would we do that when you see her, your sister, who is the best character in the movie, be completely devastated? Like, I just felt like it was kind of weird. It kind of undid everything that we were supposed to be rooting for the character, and kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. So, coming out of that, spoiler stuff here, by the way, if you skipped and were waiting for me to hear that. I didn't feel like the ending quite worked. There's something that happened. If you haven't seen the movie, again, I'm just going to be vague. There's something that happened that it just kind of felt like undid the entire movie, and so kind of left me with a sour taste in my mouth. I did think the movie was good. I thought it was entertaining, and that's exactly what a movie's supposed to do, but it's just a movie that I don't understand the hype, and because of the way people hype this one up to be, I think that it's my most disappointing movie of the year. Granted, there hasn't really been any super disappointing movies of the year. There hasn't really been a movie that I was really looking forward to and kind of let me down. So this, I think, would have to take the cake for most disappointing of the year. Still good, not as great as people were saying, and that's why Hitman is going to get a B from me. Alright, so go back, check out my Bad Boys Ride or Die review, the Watchers review if you're interested in any of that. Here's my Hitman review. Here in the next couple of days, we're going to have a Bad Boys ranking, and then we're going to have my most unpopular opinions. With that said, thank you for clicking on this video, and subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.